Hey Mosaicers, I'm Jay and welcome to Mandala Art. Today we're going to be looking at how to use the trusty glass cutters. This tool is a must-have in all Mosaicers toolboxes and provides the artist with some really fantastic cutting options when dealing with glass. These cutters can cut up to 8mm of glass. However, the thicker the piece, the harder it will be to cut. So a test cut is always a great idea to see how your glass will react. Now, even though we refer to this tool as a glass cutter, it can also cut fine pieces of terrazzo and ceramics. But once again, I just suggest to do a few test cuts and see how your pieces react. So let's take a quick look at what makes up this amazing tool and how it actually works. There's two cutting wheels that are made of an alloy and tungsten material and are super strong for cutting glass. We've added an Allen key into our product so that you can loosen and rotate your blades if they start to lose their sharp cutting edges. Safety goggles and gloves are advised when cutting and handling glass, and you should always know how your materials react with your tools. I'll tend to use a glove on my left hand, as this is the hand that will be catching all of the glass. In addition, I'll wear a pair of safety goggles just in case I get any unwanted flyers when cutting. Place the tile in between the cutting wheel and apply just enough pressure so that the tile won't fall out. You can now adjust your tiles precisely where you want that cut to be made. When happy with the alignment, cup your hands underneath the tiles and squeeze the cutters firmly to make the cut. The piece will break in two and fall into your hands. You can create almost any shape you like, from squares, rectangles, triangles, and even circles. So just take your time and experiment with these amazing cutters. So with all that said, let's start cutting some glass and seeing what these cutters can do. First, we will cut our mini 1cm glass tile. This glass has a thickness of 2.5mm and is by far the lightest of our glass to cut. You can see the cutters work amazingly well on this glass and produce some great shapes, classically used for borders and fine details in your mosaic work. Remember to cup your hands under the tile to catch the pieces as they fall. Next, we will cut our original size 2.5cm glass tile. This glass has a thickness of 3mm and cuts with ease. Don't forget to line up your cutting wheel where you want the cut to be made. Try to experiment with different alignments and positionings of the cutting wheel and see what shapes you can make. This 8x5cm large glass tile is also a great tile to cut. It's approximately 3.5mm thick, and you can see that the tile cutter cuts through it with ease. Experiment with these large pieces on where to position your cutting blades. I like to position my cutting wheels as deep into the glass as possible when trying to make straight cuts. Next, we'll cut some of our beautiful sea glass with thicknesses ranging from 4 to 6mm. Once again, you will see that the cutters have no problem cutting through this thickness of glass. Moving up now to a thickness of 7mm of glass, you will find that you'll need to apply a little bit more pressure when squeezing the cutters. However, this glass will still cut easily and produce some great results. You should try to apply firm pressure when cutting and avoid a slow pressure cut, as this can produce small chips on your tile just before the cut is complete. So fast and more consistent pressure is good practice on this thickness of glass. Glass gems and beads are commonly cut with our cutters. However, some gems can be up to 10mm in thickness and need that little bit more pressure to cut. That being said, you'll still be able to cut through this glass with ease. A few things to be aware of here is that the glass may chip around the point of impact, and be careful of unwanted glass chips springing up when cutting. Once again, we do recommend wearing safety glasses. Have a go at cutting a circle by slowly clipping the corners of your glass down until you reveal some rounded circular edges. Hope you've enjoyed this short cutting tutorial by Mandala Art. Until next time, stay happy and keep creating.